Oh, hello, hello. It says I'm live. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, it says I am. Let me get this camera right. What works on Zoom does not work on YouTube, I've noticed. There. Well, it's Sunday night again. I'm back. I'm here. It's like Robert's here too. Robert's always the first one. He's like always early. Crystal, working and lurking. Jenny Rose, hello. Thank you. Yes, y'all, hit that like. Let's keep seeing those numbers climb throughout the night. And then make sure you subscribe, and that way you can, well, hit the bell. You can be notified every time I go live. Connie, hello. Jenny Rose just woke up. She got to have that coffee. I get it. I kind of slept in today too. Cindy Lee, hi. Little Miss Priss, hello. Cat's Gallery, hello. Susan, hello. So we're back together again, and it's been a week. Let's see. Monday, I got word that my background check came back for my new job, and that I needed to stop by and take my drug test. And I took the drug test. Maybe it was Tuesday. Took the drug test Tuesday. The next day, the new boss texted me and said, your drug test came back clean, which I already knew that because I had the answer key. So, I passed that test with flying colors. And I went ahead and put my 2 weeks notice in on Wednesday with my current job. And so I've only got about another week and a half left there. And I start the new one. Hello, Phyllis, Stitching Spuds, Dreamer, hello. Yeah, really cool Dreamer. Can't wait. Looking forward to it. Better pay. This looks like a better job all around. Hello, Gail. The whole gang is here tonight. Still got a few coming in, I'm sure. We're up to 16 of y'all here now. One of these nights, we're going to like really break my record. I think the record I've had in the live was like 43 at one time, but that was back before I took my break. So let's see if we can start getting those numbers back up to where they used to be and higher. I love seeing big numbers. Big numbers means more watch hours, means I can get monetized again really quick. I lost my monetization during my break because I didn't keep up my watch hours through the year. So I've got the subs I need. I just don't have the watch hours for the year yet. But y'all are helping me out with that right now. So I'm still working on Fire&Ice. So I've gotten a lot done here. But, you know, that's about it right there. Let me move the camera over. You can see the edge. There we go. Oh, hello. So yeah, that's how much I've gotten done. Not much. I actually have not been working on my diamond painting a lot this week. I've been working on this all week. That is Midnight's Garden, Carolyn Manning. The camera doesn't really pick it up all that great. It kind of, the light is too much for it, but it is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I got a lot left to do, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. Thank you, Cindy Lee. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. So it's $2 an hour more than what I was making or what I am currently making. And after the first 2 or 3 months and I get done with training and I go into working on my own and actually getting out there and recommending services and stuff, I get commission. And commission adds up to, usually they said, anywhere from $20 plus per hour. So finally on track to where I want to be, you know, wages wise. It's been a while. Thank you, Dreamer. Yes, it is gorgeous. I love it. The color combinations in that one are just amazing. Carolyn Manning is an amazing artist. So let's see. Put some colors down on this one while we're at it. Color combination, this is gorgeous. Blue is my favorite color. In case anybody has not ever noticed that, everything I have is blue. My trays, my pens, most of my pens, everything I have is blue. So I love working on this blue section. This red section is going to be fun too, but this blue section I'm just loving doing. It's just kind of love seeing all the different colors of blue, especially that teal right in there is really good. And my favorite color blue is this blue here. I don't know what color that actually is, but it's like a royal blue, kind of like the same color as my grinder and thing there. Yeah. Hello, Helen. Hello, Marie. Trying to get all the names there. All right, got 14 likes. All right. Getting little dings here from everyone. Sticky. So, we all been up to this week? Like I said, I've just been, I have been working on cross stitch, even taking cross stitch to work with me. We're kind of getting back to normal now, though, and I'm not going to be able to do that anymore. We were kind of slow for the holiday break, and all the students have now come back and classes have restarted. So, oh, hello. My neighbors are having fun out here. My neighbors like to come out and sit right outside my window here. I'm pointing right at the window now, and it's probably, I don't know, 4 feet away from where I'm sitting. And their door is literally right outside my window. And they come outside on the porch and they laugh and carry on. They come outside and smoke their hookah out here on the front step, and they smoke other things out there as well. They're a lot of fun. They're fun neighbors. A little bit, Phyllis. We didn't really have to worry about it here too much. Hello, Emily. I'm glad to see you could make it tonight. So I was waiting till she got on because she said she'd be here. She's going to be going live with Crystal on Thursday to kick off an event, which is what I'm actually working on that cross stitch for. It's the Year of Carolyn Manning event. So she's going to be going live with Crystal to kick that off officially. And let me... There we go. So she is able now to post the link to that group if y'all would like. I will gladly let her post the link. But yeah, Phyllis, we didn't really dodge tornadoes here. It's like we really got nothing here, but down south and up north, they really did. Luckily, it sounds like Nana and Dawn Marie escaped the worst of it as well. It stayed north of them. The worst part of it did, and it stayed south of us here. Selma got hit pretty hard. Sorry. Didn't mean to put you on the spot, but I'm just saying if you want to post a link, you can. I made you a moderator. That's all. I didn't mean it to be like that. Take your time. Take your time. We've got 3 hours here. You're welcome. More the merrier. We don't get many trolls here anyway to worry about moderating for. I mean, every now and then we get somebody coming in acting funny, but I like to mess with them. Y'all know me. unless they're just complete jerks and then they're gone. Yes, it is, Helen. It is coming along very nicely. I don't expect anything less than the best anyway. It is DAC, so it's not like I'm expecting it to turn out horribly or anything. And this is also for Stephanie's Wolfpack Diamond Paintings Wolf Along. So if y'all are not part of that, go check out Wolfpack Diamond Painting here on YouTube. She'll have a link there to her Facebook group where you can jump in and participate along with us if you have a wolf themed diamond painting to work on. You can deal with earthquakes, but tornadoes scare you. You know, I don't know. I mean, maybe because I've never actually witnessed one myself. Tornadoes, the thought of what they can do scares me, but actually seeing one or being around one, I don't know how to react because I've never seen one. In fact, I would love to see one in person at some point. But I'm just that kind of person. Like when the weather guy says take cover immediately, I'm the one running outside to look and see if I can see it, you know? So I don't know. I don't know how I would react in a real tornado. Now, an earthquake, I've been through one, wasn't horrible. I mean, it was a big earthquake. It's actually, it's actually one that made the news nationally. It was the Big Bear earthquake of 92. Um, it had to have been somewhere around I want to say late to mid June 92. I had just gotten out to San Diego. I was stationed out there from my A school. I went to A school in Memphis, and I had gotten my orders to go to San Diego after school, and I was out in San Diego on base at Miramar. Um, and I'd only been there about a week, maybe tops. And it was a Saturday morning. And my ex wife had this habit of laying in bed with her feet crossed and kicking her foot back and forth. And it would shake the bed a little bit side to side like this, you know. We just woke up. We're laying there watching TV. And I felt the bed shaking as if she was kicking her foot. And I said, please stop kicking your foot. And she said, I'm not. And I said, well, what's shaking like this? And I looked up and the TV was moving a little bit. And I was like, hold on. And I went and stood up and the whole floor was just bink, 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 just moving back and forth. The car alarms were going off outside. I could see the cars actually rocking back and forth on their suspension. I thought, that is odd. That's the craziest feeling in the world. It didn't scare me. It just was weird. And I was actually hoping it would keep going, just for the novelty of it to me. And so yeah, that was my experience with earthquakes. And the housekeeper was out in the hallway. I was staying in the Navy Lodge, and I remember walking out the door, and I was like, she's out there. I was like, was that an earthquake? She said, yeah, that's just an aftershock. You missed the bigger one was this morning. Did you feel it? And I'm like, no, I slept through it. So obviously there was a bigger one earlier in the morning and I missed it. So but that was the only one I felt the whole time I was out there. I only felt just that one. Yeah, you got to have a plan, be aware of the possibility. I know what the possibilities are, and my plan is definitely, I know what it is. If we're actually getting a direct hit, I'm going to go hide in the bathroom in the bathtub with a mattress over top of me. Dreamer says, I'm from California. I can sleep through earthquakes, but not tornadoes. Yeah, I told you I just slept through one too. I could probably sleep through a tornado too. I mean, it takes 5 alarms to wake me up in the morning, and I still don't hear them. So, yeah. Helen says she was in a hurricane and it was a major one. I have been through several hurricanes. I lived on the East Coast growing up, and we had them come up the coast a lot. Never been through a major. Well, yeah, I was. I was in the middle of Superstorm Sandy. I was literally underneath when it made landfall, right where it did. It came inland right there at the Delmarva Peninsula, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia Peninsula, and I was there at that time. I was working driving an ambulance. In fact, I have video of me driving in Hurricane Sandy, Superstorm Sandy, they called it then. Yep, I remember that one. But yeah, I've been through several, quite a few over the years. Gloria was probably the biggest one. Isabel came right up Chesapeake Bay. I remember those two pretty well. You know, Dreamer, I love San Diego. I do miss it. I need to go back out and visit it sometime just to see how it's changed since then. Getting dings over here. And there we go. That was one of our crafting friends that's normally in my live. They're sending me YouTube links for other videos. Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time kickoff for Carolyn Manning 2023. Yes, that is on Crystal's channel. She'll be going live with Crystal. In fact, I think I'm supposed to be coming live on there too as well to help. Crystal asked me if I wanted to, and I said yes, I would. Oh. Okay. I'm not sure what that is, Emily. It's okay. Oh, that's great. No, Dreamer, I don't think it does, but she's working on it. It's all right. It's all right. You're good. Yeah, she was trying. She'll get it. There. Okay. Looks like Jenny Rose got it. Hello, Pink Poodle. Ashley, how are you? Ashley just uploaded her first YouTube video yesterday. Y'all need to go check her out, Pink Poodle Diamond Painting. And of course, Jenny Rose. Got to check her out too. She's got a decent, nice little channel over there. She's uploading regularly. I need to start uploading during the week. I just haven't figured out what to do and kind of things to put up there. So we'll work on that. I'm thinking a time lapse. I think y'all would like a time lapse. Because during the middle of the week, I don't have a lot to whip and chat about, and I don't know that I could fill an hour. Phyllis, I'm seeing 14 likes. It probably just isn't auto refreshing for you properly at the moment. That's right. Way to take care of each other, y'all. I've got a good mod team here. So it's like half of the Zoomers are actually in here. Oh, these two so sweet. Yeah, it takes a while sometimes, Phyllis, for it to update on other people's ends, but I've got a live count here that updates as it happens. I'm showing 15 viewers and 14 likes. So one of y'all has not liked this video yet. You know who you are. 17 viewers and 14 likes. Now there's 3 of you. 18 viewers and 14 likes. Hey, they're growing. It's growing. So also, y'all, I don't know if you looked at the description coming in. Maybe not. Probably not, because I know I don't look at the descriptions when I come into lives, because I just jump into the live and I don't ever read the description. But if you look down in the description, you'll see that I have signed up for a new way for y'all to tip me or to donate to the channel to help keep things going around here. It's the Ko-Fi, I guess, so they call it. I don't know. It's kind of new compared to the Buy Me a Coffee, which I have one of those as well. I'm thinking about starting memberships once I get re-monetized, but I don't have any ideas of what kind of special things to do for members. I'm not going to be one of those that just says, hey, sign up for membership, but just do it because you like me, not because you want anything extra. I'm not going to do that. You know, I feel like if somebody's going to donate monthly to my channel to be a member, that they deserve some kind of extra something, maybe extra video a week, or I don't know. I really don't know. What would y'all like? I mean, if you're looking at memberships on other pages, other creators, what kind of perks do they offer as extras? That you really enjoy. There's Aria. Part of her just walked by the corner of the camera here. Because I have no idea. Teach Hank to perform circus acts. Hello, Dawn Marie. I see you. Teach Hank to perform circus. I love that. Hank, would you do circus acts, buddy? He's got sleep down really well. Man, y'all are on top of stuff. Thank you, Jenny Rose. I actually have another channel for that though, Phyllis. My Dave's Backpacking Adventures channel. I have that over there. I am a little behind on uploading over there as well. I have about 3 trips worth of footage I still have to edit together and put into video form. Those videos are a little bit longer. I try to keep them around an hour. Um, but when you go on a 3-day hiking trip, it's really hard to condense it down into a short little, 20-minute video. There's just way too much there to do that with. So I do have a second channel for that. That is Dave's Backpacking Adventures. I mean, I could include some of my extra hiking stuff on this one, but then it kind of negates having another channel. So members only chats. That's an idea. I mean, I know memberships also come with perks in the live chats like this. You can create custom avatar or custom little icons that go after their names that distinguish how long they've been a member. And as their membership time increases, so does their little icon into something different. I know that I'm a member of one of the space channels, Lab Padre. They're really good. They have like live cameras set up all around Starbase down in Boca Chica, Texas. And I'm a member over there, and I'm at the 3-month membership level over there. And I have a cool little planet icon. And another month, I get another icon. Once you've been there a year, you actually get a starship, one of like the SpaceX starships, as your icon. I'm looking forward to getting my starship icon. Dipolar wins. I still think renaming it Hank's Handicrafts and teach him to cross stitch, or at least get his opinions on them. I can tell you Hank's opinions of cross stitch already. He thinks they're toys. He likes to sit, like I'll sit right here and do my cross stitch right in front of me, and Hank will sit right here and he will stare at it. And when I come up through the back and I'm putting the needle back down in through it and I pull it back through the back, he watches the string go and get sucked down in there, and then he claws right at my Ada. Yeah. So Hank likes to play with my cross stitch already. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that you can do member perks over there too. I mean, it's kind of like it's like another Patreon, kind of, sort of. Like I said, I was just kind of thinking about it. I don't know yet, because I just don't know what to do for member perks. But we will find something, and I may introduce that soon. Hank's Handicrafts. The only thing Hank can create is a mess of toilet paper around the house. Well, he used to do that. He hasn't done that in a long time. But when I first got him, I'd come home from work and there would be toilet paper scattered all over the apartment and an empty roll in the bathroom. Otherwise, Hank is good at sleeping and escaping. I guess he likes it. He thinks it's a toy. Hi, Arya. She came over to talk for a moment. Hey, Arya. Come here. Come here. Oh, get over here. Come and say hi to the peeps. Come and say hi to the peeps. Hi, Arya. I hear you. There's the Arya. Hi. Arya's kind of in heat right now. She's not being a pain like she normally is when she's in heat. She's just a little more loving. There's Emmy Sue. Okay. I wasn't sure if you wanted me to call you that in here with your name being that, so I didn't. That's why. Terry Shale, let's do some Paul painting. Yeah, I could do that. Dreamers just started her TikTok account, almost at 500. Woohoo! Now we get Arya's angle and what her world looks like. I'm pretty sure to Arya everything looks gigantic, and it sounded like thunder, but it ain't supposed to thunder tonight. So what all do you do on your TikTok, Dreamer? Have to go check it out. I am on TikTok. I am at Angry Uber Driver on TikTok. And I have 2 whole videos uploaded to TikTok. And neither one of them have anything to do with angry Uber driving. Oh, okay. You do reactions. Okay. You love my cats. That's all. Okay. Well, that's fair. I love my cats too. And I'm really good at finding funny cat videos and sharing them in the group chat. It's like that's what comes up on my YouTube shorts and Facebook reels when I'm watching them is nothing but cat videos. So I share the fun ones that I think are funny. My handle, Dreamer, is Angry Uber Driver, all one word. And like I said, it has nothing to do with Uber. I actually was intending to do my TikTok when I was an Uber driver, and I was going to do rant videos about things people do when they're driving that piss me off royally. And I was going to do them in a very angry tone. And then I no longer was an Uber driver. So that never came to fruition. And my account just kind of sat there, not doing anything but just using it to watch TikToks and subscribe to others. And then I saw a filter that came across my feed one day, and I was like, I got to try that filter out, and it was really cool, and I uploaded it. And then right before Christmas time, when I was working on the Christmas diamond painting, I filmed a little short for Instagram, and I liked it so much that I put it on my TikTok as well. And I just have not done anything else for TikTok. And I really need to keep up with, I think TikTok would do me good as far as uploading and getting followers and stuff. And I really think if I would get back into Instagram and keep updating Instagram, I would do better. But I'm not good at Instagram. Yeah, Helen, he used to sit on my shoulder all the time. And he used to get up here and sit on the front corner of my diamond painting while I was working and play with everything on the desk while I was trying to work. And now, yeah, just sits up on the chair back now. He's not up there now. He's up in the cat tree sleeping. But yeah, when I'm on Zoom, he does too. He most of the time he spends sitting right up behind me on the back of my chair or in my lap, which I did upload on my Facebook. I had to go with the cat on my lap song and get a video of Hank in my lap because, you know, that's what good cat parents do. Yes, him and Ari used to shut us down a lot, and they still have the ability to do so. They just haven't figured it out yet, and I've kind of got that way blocked, so they can't get to where the USB cords are. And they can't get to where the power button is either because it's blocked as well. So I've effectively stopped that problem for now. And if any of y'all don't know, my power button for my PC is on the top front of my PC. And it sits right in front of the window. So they'll get on my desk and they'll jump off my desk and jump over onto the computer. And they will land right on the power button and shut it off. Right in the middle of a live. They I don't know. They did it like every week there for a while. And then I had this USB hub that I have my camera and my microphone and all plugged into. And it had a really loose connections on the USB ports. And they would step on the USB hub and disconnect my camera. But once your camera is disconnected in the middle of a live, you cannot pick that live back up again. It just kind of gives you the hamster wheels and you have to end it. And that's what they would do like every single week. They either shut the computer off or kick my camera offline. Yeah, I don't think they're going to this time. I really don't think they're going to. I've got a headphone stand sitting on the front top of my computer, and it takes up almost the width of the front of the computer. So they have to jump in behind that to get up on the window, and they have plenty of space to do that. So they don't have to jump on the front of my computer anymore where all that stuff is. So, and they seem to be doing that pretty well. But now Hank likes to lay behind that on top of my computer, but I've got liquid cooling in my computer, and my radiator for the liquid cooling blows out the top. And Hank likes to lay right there in that spot and block the airflow. So I've got to break that habit too, and I don't know how to break that one. How do you keep a cat from laying where you don't want the cat to lay? And I can't spray water because that's my computer. Dreamer says you can't. Tell me the truth. That you ain't lying. You can't. Sticky paper. Bananas, yes. Bananas. Cats hate the smell of bananas. Treat train. He gets up, you move, then treat. He will get it. Oh. Try soaking a paper towel in vinegar, letting it dry, and then put it on top of it or put tin foil up there. Oh, hey, Beth. Oh, hey, Yvonne, too. I didn't see you come in. Emmy Sue says, tell them no. See, I knew a cat up in North Dakota that was like that. The cat would eat yogurt, and the cat loved yogurt. But the cat owner liked bananas in their yogurt, and they would chop a banana up and just cut like a little tiny piece off of it and put it in the yogurt. And the cat would sit there and eat the yogurt. And as soon as it touched its tongue to the banana, cat would stop and do that whole cat gag thing. That it was so funny. Hey, Nana. Did Nana come in? I didn't see Nana. I saw Don Marie. Yeah, I didn't see Nana come in, but yeah, Don Marie, y'all ought to pop into Zoom and say hi to us. Double-sided sticky tape. Oh, she's not feeling good. Well, tell her I hope she feels better. I need to make it up there and see y'all. I really do. I have plenty of double-sided sticky tape. My luck, Hank wouldn't care because he steps on this all the time. I've actually had him lay in it. Okay, Don Marie, please do. Oh, wow. Okay, I did not know that either, Beth. Thank you. I honestly don't know what kind of stools they have because I haven't, well, I don't look in their litter box. Yeah, I've got plenty of the double-sided sticky tape. I can put that on top of the computer, and then I can actually cut out the holes so that my computer will still blow the air out and still keep the cats from stepping on it. That's an idea. I did not think about that. But like I said, I don't know that that'll help because, like I said, he likes to step in this all the time. Now, when he does, he picks his paw up and shakes it, so it's like. If I don't go snooping in the litter box, Beth, I just scoop the lumps out and the poops out later, and so I don't know if they have runny stool or not. I do, Yvonne. I'm the only one here. Can always call Liz Cat Lady when you need something, some advice, or if you need anything for the babies. Oh, this. Okay. Yeah, that's right. I know you've got tons of them running around there. Thank you, Dreamer. I'm glad to be back. I love being back. I'm still getting in the swing of things here, so I'm not as like entertaining as I was, but I will be at some point. I might start incorporating some like cross stitching into some of my videos. I don't know yet, so we will find it out. I'm not exactly sure how to film cross stitching at this point unless I put the camera over my shoulder looking down at it. I really don't know how to do that. I'm not versed in it, but I can figure it out because I have some really nice cross stitches patterns to work on. Oh, I will know when they have messy poop. You always liked it when it was just Dave. You know, Yvonne, to be honest with you, you are not the only person I've heard that from. I've heard that from many. I tried not to say anything because, she might be in here watching. I don't know. Um, but I've had a lot of people say that. And her and I are still friends, though. And I tried to remain friends with her. It's her new man is making it tough. But, she comes over and takes care of the cats for me while I go on my hiking trips and stuff. So I'm trying to maintain and be friends with her because that's just the kind of person I am. Um, I don't hold grudges, even though I should sometimes. But but yeah, you're not the first person that's told me that. I've had quite a few tell me that, and I noticed that there near the end I was losing subscribers quite a bit, partially because I wasn't keeping my regular schedule of lives, and partially because people were tuning out, unfortunately. So I know what you're talking about. Yep, Don Marie, I will definitely come to you if I have cat problems. Right now, I need to find a place close to Tuscaloosa that does spaying for cheap or reduced cost or free because I need to get Aria fixed. I mean, Sue, life's too short for grudges. It really is. I mean, even those that have done me wrong, I forgive. I don't forget, but I forgive. And I try not to be the asshole. And I try to still stay friends because life's too short to have a lot of enemies out there. And Lord knows that I would have quite a few. Thank you, Beth. That's what I kind of, yeah. Okay, yeah, I have the number for them. I will give them a call if I have time to tomorrow. I've got so much to do tomorrow. It's like every day I've got so much I've got to do. Like when I'm not just at work, but like business wise, calling and getting things done and taken care of. It's like every other day I've got to call somebody about some bill somewhere, and it's getting to be ridiculously old. My car payment is driving me nuts. Paul, my buddy, is supposed to be helping me out with that. I think I told y'all last live about his plan with the car. He's going to get one that's more fuel efficient and newer, and he's going to buy it, hand it over to me, and then I'm going to pay him back for it. And a lot of it will be doing rides from Birmingham Airport to Tuscaloosa for the students going back and forth. He does a lot of those off the books as well as doing them for Uber. And so he's going to give me a bunch of his off the books ones in my spare time. I can run those and just let him keep the money for it so that I'm paying back the vehicle. Um, and when I do that, I may actually go back to Uber driving on weekends too. So I don't know yet. But when I get that car, I am turning this one in back to the dealership because I hate America's Car Mart. They are absolutely the worst people to do business with because they are constantly messing up your payment schedule. And I've dealt with this now for the past 2 months at least. I had it set up so that my automatic payments would come out of my account on payday. Well, what happens is they pull it out of my account on payday, but then they wait until Tuesday afterwards to process it. Well, by then I've done spent money out of the account thinking that the money has come out for the car already because it shows that it's come out for the car in the account. But then when they go to process the payment, they pass it back through the bank again. And by then the money isn't there for the damn car payment. So now they're texting me, calling me, your account's on hold. They have a thing on my car where they can shut the car down and disable it if you don't pay your payment. And they will do that in a week. if you miss one freaking payment and don't get back in touch with them, they will shut your car down. And I keep telling them, look, why are y'all, so I went in and paid it on one of my off weekends. Well, then what that does is it resets your payment schedule to every other week from that weekend. So now they've got me mixed up and thinking I'm supposed to be paying in the middle of 2 week pay weeks. And I can't do that in the middle between two pay weeks. I got a paycheck every other week. And I'm getting texts today. This is your account resolution specialist. Your payment was due 3 days ago. Well, good luck. I ain't got it. You get it on payday like you're supposed to. So yeah, I will not do business with them again. We have 2 new kittens now, 8 months old. One of them did not know how to squat and pee. Oh no. That can't be good. And finally found a deep litter box with a top. That's what I have. I have a really deep one. Like it takes like a half of a 28-pound box of litter. I think it's a 28-pound box. Let me see how big that box is. 38 pounds. It takes a half of a 38-pound box of litter to fill the damn thing. No, I got rid of that robotic one, Don Marie. Oh, God, no. I got rid of that thing. That was horrible. Ew. I had it when I was in North Dakota, and when we first moved down here, I kept it. But when they get in it, it senses they've gotten back out, and it waits like 5 minutes, and then it runs the little rake back. Well, for whatever reason, Hank isn't much of a barrier. He doesn't bury it. He just leaves it laying on the top. And that rake comes across through there and gets a hold of the fresh poo, and it smears it all over that rake that rakes the stuff, and it's just disgusting. And I got tired of cleaning it. Ugh, no. Ugh. That was nasty. I don't want to do that again. That and those odor absorbing crystals that go in that robotic one are not very odor absorbing. And when you went to go empty it, well, it was easier to empty because you just took the little box of crystals and put the lid back on it and threw it away, which wasn't a bad thing. That was easy to change the litter on. But again, like I said, the little litter rake that goes across and moves the stuff out of the way, it just like, ew. How did my chat go to talking about cat poop? It sounds like us in Zoom. How the conversation changes. Hey, Pia. It's in the middle of the night in Denmark, so it's just because I couldn't sleep. I saw you were live. Well, thank you for stopping in and seeing us. We now have Denmark on the map for people that have come to visit us. You know what? That's something I can do for a membership. That would be awesome. Have one of those members maps where you can go on and you can click on the map where you're at, and it'll keep a track of where everybody is. Like, I mean, I don't know that your name is associated to it. It just shows that one of the members lives there. And that would be really interesting to see where everybody watches from. Like, it just puts a pin on the map and says that one of your members marked themselves as living there. You know, it doesn't say who, so it protects your privacy. But, yeah, that would be really cool to do. Let me write that down. Write that down. Do I have something to write that down in? I do have something to write that down in. See this? Membership ideas, if I had a pen that worked. I do have a pen that works. Membership ideas. Member map. There we go. Ding, ding. Thank you, Beth. She's helping me keep a text notes there as well. Yep. Cat poop is always funny, Jenny Rose. I guess cat poop is always a funny conversation. Poop in general is a funny conversation. It really is. You know what? I saw something today I thought was funny. Was a guy was playing keyboard, and he had like transposed like Metallica music over to keyboard. And he came up with this idea of like starting off with like your typical like pre-wedding march music, like that you always hear playing in the background when you enter there and you're waiting for the wedding to start. And then the bride steps, or the bridal party starts down the aisle, and he starts playing like Enter Sandman and on the piano, but he's like playing it like gently and softly. It's like this like Beethoven version of Enter Sandman. And then he's like, and then the bride starts stepping down the aisle. Instead of the wedding march, it was Master of Puppets. And then as she was stepping up, and then as the as the wedding party itself was coming down the aisle, it was Master of Puppets. And then it was as the bride was doing her bridal march, it was he had it doing Nothing Else Matters. And I thought that would be so cool. That's right, poop and farts. We have devolved into poop and fart. That's right. You know you're running out of things to talk about when the conversation goes to poop and farts. To be honest with you, I didn't even really have anything planned to talk about tonight. I really didn't, because I didn't have any clue what I was going to talk about. I was so unprepared for live tonight. I woke up this morning and I said, or this afternoon actually, I woke up and I said, oh shit, I got to go live tonight. Yes, Siobhan. Well, I don't know that I start next week. I think he asked me, he said, you put your 2-week notice in. When is your last day? And I said, well, I put my 2 weeks notice in on Wednesday. So if that's the case, then Wednesday the 27th will be my last day. However, I might finish that week out, and then I'll be able to start over there with you on January 30th. So I think that's how that's going to work out. I'm kind of actually hoping that she does let me make that Wednesday my last day, and then I can have a 4-day weekend before I start the new job. I think that would work out best for me. It'll help me get into a better sleep pattern. I'm in a horrible sleep pattern here lately. I'll give you an example. Thursday, I came on to Zoom when I got off work and ended up staying up all night long Thursday night. In fact, Emmy Sue stayed up too. And Friday was her birthday, so happy birthday, Emmy Sue. I went to work Friday after staying up all night Thursday night. She crashed out sometime in the afternoon. Didn't hear from her again the rest of the day. I stayed up until like 2 a.m. Saturday morning, and I finally crashed. I hit a wall at like 42 hours. I'm trying to go for 48 hours. I want to be able to go 48 straight hours. I used to be able to, but now it's like I hit a wall right at 42 hours. The last 2 times I've tried, I've done it right at 42 hours. So I hit a wall at 42 hours and I was done. I couldn't sleep anymore. I think Robert and Pink Poodle, Ashley, were in there with me when I finally hit that wall. And I went to bed. And I didn't wake up until I woke up at 10:30 in the morning yesterday. Stayed on, and I stayed up until 7:30 this morning. And then I slept until 1 this afternoon. So yes, I have a weird sleep cycle. And yes, I can still function at work on a day after staying up all night long. I function very well at work on a day after staying up all night long. Yeah, I'm in a non-sleep pattern, Phyllis. That's exactly it. Oh, I got some of those. But even if I was in a regular sleep pattern, I still would not hear alarms. So I need something like that. I saw a Facebook ad for a thing. It looks like a watch, but it's actually like a mini shock collar for your wrist. And it will shock you at a certain time every morning to wake you up. And I'm thinking that would work, but I don't know if I want to set myself up for that kind of discomfort. Because one thing I hate more than anything in this entire world is a rude wake up. Like, that's why I don't get along with regular alarms, like your typical old alarm clock with the bells on it and it went ding. To me, that just sounded so rude. And then the digital alarm clocks are I'll take a hammer to one of those things if it wakes me up like that in the morning. I hate rude wake ups. So I don't think I would go too well to a shock collar for my wrist. Yeah, Dave and Robert head up the night crew. Yep. Well, Robert usually ends up leaving sometime earlier in the evening, like 11 or so. But he usually pops back on like 1 or 2 in the morning. Couldn't sleep. Yeah, Beth is on somewhat late, but you don't get on until late. You usually don't jump on until like 11 or 12 most of the time. Yeah. That's the wrong color. That one had the wrong color in it. Yeah, 10-ish, yeah. Yep, the Night Owl crew. And when Greg gets on, he's not here. I haven't seen him in here tonight yet. Where's Greg? But Greg doesn't get off work, but he's in Australia, so that makes sense. He gets off work at his normal time, and it's late night for us. You have a ringtone for me, Beth. Okay. I need to hear said ringtone. I can tell you whether it would work or not. Dubstep Zelda song. That might work. You know what happens is I don't know if it's due to conditioning or what, because I am conditioned to sleep through loud noise. Okay. And that's why I sleep through my ringtones. But my brain usually somehow or another incorporates the ringtone and alarm tones as part of my dream. Because I won't remember actually hearing the alarm and waking up to it, but I'll remember the dream and hearing my alarm in the dream as part of the dream, like background music for the dream or whatever. So I don't know if that would work. I can try it, but it's kind of weird how my brain just incorporates that ringtone into my dream in some way or another. Like, it's really weird when I put on Bob Ross to go to sleep at night and listen to him while I'm sleeping. Can you imagine? I dream of having Bob Ross talking to me in my dream all night long. It's kind of weird. Peaceful, calming, but kind of weird. Something else I do still have planned is, and we were talking about this in Zoom yesterday, I was showing off my Bob Ross collection to a fellow Bob Ross enthusiast. And you know what? I think I've learned my lesson with what I did wrong the first time I attempted to do a Bob Ross paint along. And I have all the supplies here still. I probably will do one on my own first without the video just to see that I can do it and correct any errors that I made. And then I might try to film me in a Bob Ross paint along video. Of course, I come complete with the Afro wig, which I think would be a lot of fun. And everybody would have a great time watching and laughing along with me, because I will definitely be laughing at myself. Good night, Helen. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. And that was quite the send off there. Helen with her rainbows. That catches your attention. More than me just saying, Dave's not here. Where's Hank? You're not Hank. But I still love you too. Yeah. You know, that might work for me. I don't know though, because I slept through my son crying at night when he was born. My ex wife used to have to nudge me awake. Get your son. Be like, you're the one breastfeeding. I can't do that. Like I said, it's hard for me because at night when I was on board the carrier, my top bunk in my berthing was directly beneath the channel that the giant piston for the bow catapult on the carrier shot planes off the deck all night long, right over top of my head, like literally 3 feet above my head. And it was unending noise. It sounded like a cannon going off right over top of my head all night long. A giant whoosh followed by a big bang. And it's just something that you learn to sleep through all night long. And once you condition yourself to sleeping through that, alarms are useless. And then when I was a truck driver, you condition yourself to sleeping with noise. Your truck is idling, the truck next to you is idling, the truck next to you is a reefer unit on the trailer that's running and sounds like a lawnmower right outside your window all night. I got to a point at one time where I had to have noise in order to be able to go to sleep. Like I would have to have the TV on or some kind of noise going on in the house in order to sleep. If not, I couldn't get to sleep. No, I don't think that would work. But Hank has had a little trick here lately. Especially it happened. He does it on weekends, like when my alarm goes. I will set an alarm on weekends. Like if I stay up late Friday night and I still want to get up at a decent time on Saturday because I don't want to sleep my whole weekend away, I set an alarm for like 9, 10 o'clock on Saturday morning. And Hank has gotten to where he knows it's time for treats at at when I wake up in the morning. Like he knows it's treats time when I wake up. And as soon as my feet hit the floor, he stays right between my feet while I'm walking all the way out to the kitchen to get him treats as soon as I wake up. He My alarm was going off, and I set 5 alarms, 15 minutes apart. I have to get up on regular weekdays at like 6 a.m. to be to work by 8. I'll set an alarm at 6, 6:15. Well, my 6 o'clock on my Alexa, 6:30 on Alexa, and or no, yeah, 6 o'clock, 6:30, and 7 on the Alexa. And then it's 6:15, 6:45, and 7:30 on my phone alarm. And sometimes 7:30. But I'll do that. And one morning my Alexa alarm was going off and it woke me up because Hank was like nibbling at my elbow while I was sleeping to try to wake me up. Because, for him, it meant when that sound happens, it's time for treats. And he's associated the alarm with time for treats. And when I don't get right up, he'll start nibbling at my elbow. So that might work. I mean, but I can't rely on that because he doesn't do it all the time. Hmm. A beloved TV show. No, my luck would be it would incorporate it into my dream and I would think I was on that TV show. I'd set it to the Price is Right theme, and then I'd be like hearing it in my dream. David Lochner, you are the next contestant on The Price is Right. Come on down. You know? And I'd be running like a wild man down the aisles with the arms flying in the air. Yeah. And I would not be talking to Drew Carey. I would be talking to Bob Barker. Thank you very much. Drew Carey is a sad replacement for Bob Barker. Yes, Jeopardy. But the Jeopardy theme song is so calming. Do, 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 do. I would just be like, no, I sleep right through that. Oh, taking off, Cindy Lee. Okay, good night. Thanks for coming. Dave, come on down. Yep, I can hear it. Come on down. You are the next contestant on The Price is Right. I would love to go on that show. Bet I could win on The Price is Right. I'm usually good at guessing prices on things. And y'all are quiet tonight. Okay. Oh, so what have I got planned for this week? Work. Lots of work. Students are back. They're being a bunch of idiots again. My coworkers, we have a group chat for work, and my coworkers are constantly posting places they're finding scooters, and it's very disheartening to know that the youth of America are this inconsiderate and disrespectful. And just before I came on and went live, I found out one of Alabama's basketball players was just arrested for a murder that happened here in town last night or early this morning. Shot some woman in a car right down on the strip where like they party at, where the town party area is for the students. Oh, good night, Piers. Thanks for coming in all the way from Denmark. It's awesome having people from all over the world come in here and visit. One of these years, I'm going to win the lottery. Speaking of, all over the world, I'm going to win the lottery, and I'm going to do Dave's World Tour. Maybe I even bring Hank. Do Dave and Hank's World Tour. Put Hank in a little cat carrier, and we'll just tour the world, going and stopping at all the places. There was a show that was on, I believe it was Hulu, maybe Netflix, I don't remember. But it was two guys. They were like college age guys. And they just decided they wanted to do this world tour. Like with like no particular destination in mind. They just wanted to do this world tour. And that's exactly the whole video was them just going to different places all over the world. Just randomly, like wherever they felt like going at the moment. And most of the time they ended up drunk partying wherever they were at. But it was really interesting to see them just, it was like a vlog, but it was a whole TV show series of these two basically vlogging their world tour. And most of the time they were staying like with locals, like they didn't have hotels reserved and none of that stuff. They were just ended up just going there and then finding some place to stay. And it was usually with some of the locals that lived there or something. And I wish I could remember the name of that because that was such a good show. I may have to watch it again. Be my secretary and don't forget Arya. Well, honestly, I don't know that Arya would be good at touring the world. She's barely good at just being here with us. Um, she's not the traveling type. I might have to leave her behind with somebody that can take care of her while I do my world tour. But Hank is the traveling type. Hank liked traveling. When we moved down here, he loved being in the car. And hell, he likes escaping and getting out anyway. So, man, it keeps falling off. In time to renew my wax, I guess. They keep falling off. Well, good night, dreamer. I mean, maybe I could take Arya, but it would have to take different travel arrangements because I don't think she'd do good in a cat carrier underneath the plane. And I don't think they allow you to keep cats on the plane in a cat carrier, especially not for 14-hour flights across the Atlantic. I don't know that Hank would like that either, but to be honest with you, maybe I just have to make it a U.S. tour in an RV. That way the cats can have all the modern conveniences of home and they can still go on the road with me. But if I'm that rich, I can afford to have my RV flown overseas for me and it'll be waiting for me when I get there. Maybe I could take a boat instead of a plane. I wouldn't have to worry too much about Hank escaping then because he would not want to jump overboard. I love it when the wax gets so worn out that it won't pick up drills. And you still keep trying to use it because you just don't want to change the wax out yet. So you just poke and hope. I keep finding drills of colors I've already done that I've missed. Like, oops, I didn't see that group of that color there, and I've already done that one. That one. I missed two of these. And I missed a small group of these. Book, where's my book? Oh, the poke and hope. Was that it? Yep. I didn't even think about that one. So if y'all don't know, Emmy Sue keeps a record of all of the things that are said that could be dirty or have a dirty second meaning because we have dirty minds and always take that stuff the wrong way. That, and I'm really good at being the first one to catch a "that's what she said" joke. Poke and hope. Yep. Poke and hope is what you do when there's a late night encounter and you didn't have time to run to the drugstore. Yeah, poke and hope. Yes, anything funny that's said that could be taken out of context, and there's a lot of it. A lot of it. Beth said, no. And Deb said, look how big those are. Talking about the skeets. Oh, yep. Yep. Well, my name's in there a few times for things I've said. Oh. You know, if I would actually sit here and work on this thing's going by quick. Like, I'm getting a lot done in a short time on this. I normally don't like doing rounds because I have to sit there and adjust them to make them all line up right because I'm just OCD like that. And so I do spend more time straightening it, but it's still going a lot quicker than most of the squares that I do. And I don't know why. Yep, what happens in Zoom? Well, I think the funny sayings are okay, but we don't talk about anything that's personal that is talked about in there. And that's something I would never do. Oh, but we do walk around with potty mouths. At least I do. Yeah, I said I do, you know. I have a potty mind, all right? Just so y'all know, I have a potty mind, and I'm sure anybody that's talked to me for any length of time can tell you that. Oh, excuse me. Mountain Dew. I don't have a potty mouth. I have a sailor's mouth. Yes. 62 is a dirty number. Hi, Berta. 62 is a dirty number. How is 62 a dirty number? I know what 69 is, but how is 62? You're going to have to fill me in on that one. What? That's not the final. I hope not. But if it is, it doesn't surprise me. Oh, I just got a text about the Baltimore Ravens game, Cincinnati. It's 24-17 Cincinnati. But I'm hoping that's not the final score because it was only in the first quarter just before I came online. So it shouldn't be over yet. If it's 24-17 and it's still got time left in that game, there's plenty of time for Baltimore to come back. That's not a huge deficit. It's only a touchdown. Yeah, my Ravens are in the playoffs. They're playing Cincinnati for the second week in a row. But of course, Lamar Jackson's holding out on his damn contract. Sorry if you're not sports minded, but Lamar Jackson is playing injured to make sure or to try to hold out for this huge contract that he's not going to get. Okay, no final. All right, cool. It's not the final. Hello, Angie. Oh, you've been working in Lurkin, Berta. Okay. I called bingo and I had a hard time saying 62 and it always came out sex too. Oh, good Lord. Oh, thanks for stopping in, Erica. Dipolar. Thanks for showing up and showing some support. Yep, there's 20 of y'all watching and there's 19 likes. So one of y'all is holding out still. One of y'all is holding out like you wouldn't believe. It's just, I'm telling you. I used to have two guys from North Dakota, and it was so funny. Back when I first started my channel and I told them I'm starting a YouTube channel and they asked me what it was, they came and subscribed to me. And they were coworkers that I worked with. And I was telling them about the time back when I first started my channel. It was right before then. Mrs. Coffee had tried an experiment during one of her lives. And she told a bunch of people to dislike her video. And she said because she had heard that if it has a bunch of dislikes, it must mean there's something controversial in it that people would want to see, and YouTube will place it higher in the algorithm. And she said she had a bunch of people do that during one of her lives, put a bunch of thumbs down on it, and it held true. She got a lot more views on that live than she would have otherwise. And, you know, all the after plays, all the replays. And I was telling them about it, and they said, okay, we'll come into every single one of your lives and every single one of your videos, and we'll put thumbs down on all of them. And for the longest time, the next day after I uploaded the video, there's always 2 thumbs down on it. It was always the same 2. All right. Yes, there we are. 22 and 22. We're matching. Look at that. 21 and 22. All right. Now there's more likes than there are viewers. Hey, Nana, there you are. Hello. I hear you're not feeling well. Hope you're feeling better, at least well enough to be in live and say hi. Yes, engagement does help. It really does. But you know what? I kind of tend to agree with that that experiment she did, because like I said, she had a bunch of thumbs down, and it actually ranked her higher in the algorithm on that video than it did on most of her others. Her analytics, she said, showed a bigger increase in everything. So, and she always gets a ton of thumbs up. Like, I mean, it's just, you know, usually the same amount, whatever. But the more thumbs down she had, the more watches she got from it. And it was like, wow, okay. I think there may be something to that. I mean, that doesn't mean I want y'all to go in here and thumbs down my video, but you know. Man. Mm. Oh, Jenny Rose. Oh, Emmy Sue, you would too. I know you would. I tell you though, I uploaded one video, and I don't remember which one it was, but it was like kind of early on, back in mid 2019 somewhere. And I uploaded it, and it sat there for a week, and it had like 30 views, 40 views, maybe even 70 views, something like that. And I went to bed one night, and I woke up the next morning, and I had notifications like you wouldn't believe all over my YouTube of new subscribers and new comments. And I went and checked it, and it was all for one video. Like, for some odd reason, a week after I uploaded it, one night, one of my videos hit the algorithm just right, and I had something like 1,000 views on it overnight. I am, Nana. I've got 21. I've been up to 22, I think, is my max tonight. But I'm still kind of lacking. That's half of what I was getting before I took my break. So, you know, we're still missing a lot of our regulars that used to come in before. So hopefully they weren't scared off completely, and they'll come back at some point. But yeah, I'm still getting half of my views that I was getting before I took my break a year ago. And I've just noticed every single person in my chat is female tonight. But then again, I don't usually ever get too. Oh, I've got Robert here still. I don't know. Is Robert still here? I haven't seen Brian chime in. He chimed in by messenger to let me know the score of the football game. But otherwise, I've got an all-female audience tonight. Maybe I'll just start doing my live shirtless and put the camera on me. No, y'all would not want to see that. Trust me. I don't give very good advice, Angie. I promise you, I don't give very good advice. And if I do, I don't take my own advice half the time. So it's probably best not to follow mine. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe if I followed my own advice, I wouldn't end up in the shit show that I always end up in. I actually probably should have followed Nana's advice at some point. And we'll just leave that at that. Yes, Dave and Hank's Facebook group. Come and join my group. I must get that active again. Actually, it never was active. At least, well, I wasn't the one posting in it to keep it active. Let's put it that way. Which I plan on doing more often. No, I don't, Nana. Yep, I'll leave it at that. But you know what? Even you got your mind changed at one point. So hey, Michelle, how you feeling? Just came home from dinner at the pub. There's lots of games on. Yeah, I'm kind of really interested in the Ravens-Cincinnati game, the Baltimore-Cincinnati game, which sounds to me like Baltimore's down by 1 touchdown, but there's time left in the game, so maybe they've got a shot. They're only 1 touchdown left. If they can at least tie it and get it into overtime, they might have a shot. But I'm not holding out hope. That's why I haven't really watched a Ravens game all this year, because I just haven't had much hope in them this year. And of course, Alabama let me down this year too. Well, the college football voting committee really let me down this year. Alabama should have been in the playoffs. Thank you very much. They wouldn't have had the catastrophe of a championship game they had if they had done that one simple thing. Yeah, Michelle, I know. I get it. You just hang in there, though, okay? You got this. It won't pick up drills at all. I'm so stubborn. I'm sitting here still trying. Of course, Michelle. We all care. So yeah, Nana, I was just telling Dawn Marie before you popped in, I'm gonna have to make plans to come up there and see y'all sometime. Now that I've got this new job, I'll probably have a little more money. I'll be able to afford to put gas in the car and get up there. That's been my real big deciding thing is I haven't had gas money to get anywhere and do anything. My car takes like $60 to fill it up, and just that trip up to Jasper and back would be like an entire tank of gas or not or more. And I just ain't got it. Well, thank you for coming in. And you just feel the way you need to feel, okay? It's nothing wrong with feeling the way you feel. In fact, all of us would feel that exact same way if we were in your shoes. Yeah, Angie, I'm in Alabama. I live in Tuscaloosa, like right down the street from the University of Alabama. I'm about 4 blocks off campus and about 6 blocks from the stadium. You're in Canada, actually, right south of Berta in BC. Oh, okay, cool. It's kind of one of my bucket lists is to drive up that way. I want to do the road trip from the U.S. to Alaska on the Alcan Highway. I want to drive that and make that trip up to Alaska, and then I want to drive as far around the interior of Alaska as I can, see Denali with my own eyes. It's kind of one of my bucket list trips. Oh, I know, Berta. I guarantee it is. I've seen pictures, video, but I want to go experience it for myself. Alaska is probably, well, I'm going to say this. Alaska is the only state I've never seen with my own eyes yet. Um, I've been in all 48 lower states. When I was in the Navy, we actually pulled into port in Hawaii, but never got off the ship while we were there. We just stopped to pick people up and then continue on our way. So I never actually got to get off the ship in Hawaii. So I don't count myself as ever having been in Hawaii, but I've seen it with my own eyes. So, but Alaska is the only place I've never seen physically yet, and I want to see it myself. Oh, okay. You're not far into BC then. Yeah, see, Beth, I've done that one. I haven't driven Route 66 in particular, but a lot of what used to be the old Route 66 is now incorporated into I-40, and I've done I-40 across through there a lot. There's still a good bit of Route 66 left, and I would love to do that trip at some time myself too. I think that would be awesome to see if any of the old, I mean, a lot of the old sites that used to be there along the way aren't there, but there's still a lot of nostalgic old places that still exist that keep the tradition of Route 66 up that I would love to see. Your highway runs into our I-95? No, I-95 is on the East Coast, dear. I-95 runs from Florida up through up that way, and it runs up into New England and through New York and Pennsylvania and Virginia, DC, Maryland, all the way up into Connecticut, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, yeah, Massachusetts. I think I-5 or I-5, well, it'd be I-5. I-5 runs up the U.S. West Coast through Seattle. Our interstate system is numbered lowest to smallest, lowest in the west, highest in the east, the ones running north-south, and those are all odd numbered. And it runs from north to south. The south is the lowest going east-west, and the north highways are the highest going east-west, and those are all even numbered. Oh, you're good. You're good. I was yeah, I was reading. I was like, yeah, it can't be. Yeah, it's got to be 5. I've driven I-5 from Seattle all the way to San Diego before. That's a beautiful drive too. Absolutely gorgeous. One of my favorite drives I've ever done. I would, I could give or take that trip through LA at rush hour, but it took me literally 4.5 hours to get from the south end of LA to the north end of LA. I don't know how people that live there do it. I mean, did they leave at 4 o'clock in the morning to be at work by 8? You see, I never had trouble with Portland. Mine was always LA, which is just always a pain in the ass anyway. 5 lanes of people, and they all want to be the first one to get there. All right, love you too, Dawn Marie. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of they do, Angie, to be honest with you. Because like I said, I'm now, of course, I was in a big truck, but I didn't have to stop going through LA or anything. Like I didn't need to stop there to pick anything up or whatever. I was just coming up from San Diego, and I came into the south end of LA, down around the Del Mar region, that area, going north. And it took me 4 hours because I hit it at rush hour. It took me 4 hours to get through LA on I-5, just going straight through. Just constant stop and go, running, 2, 3, 4, 5 miles an hour constantly. Just, it was ridiculous. And I'm wondering, how do all of these people do it every day to go to work? Like every day they've got to sit in that traffic to get to work and to get home at night. I mean, you get off work at 5 o'clock. What does it take, 9 o'clock to get home? And by the time you get home, you do what? Eat dinner and go straight to bed? And then get up really early to go back to work the next morning and be there on time? I know. No. They can keep that. I've lived in cities all over the U.S. and around cities all over the U.S. throughout my life, and LA is the absolute worst traffic nightmare I've ever seen. DC and Baltimore can get bad, but those at least move at rush hour. Um, Boston can be really bad. I didn't live there, but I've driven in Boston. Philly can get rough to get through. I mean, just about any city can be rough to drive through, but not just as bad as LA was. But a lot of that has to do with the people, because those people in LA drive like complete morons sometimes. Um, like I said, they all want to be the first one to get there. So they all have this hurry up and get there attitude. And so they're constantly doing stupid stuff trying to get to the front of the line when there really is no front of the line. But they think they're getting there faster. They think that if the car is constantly moving, they're getting there faster than everybody else. So they're the ones that are, every time this lane stops and this lane starts moving, they jump over. And then when that lane stops and this lane starts moving in, they jump back over here. And they're not really getting anywhere any quicker whatsoever. They think they are, because in their mind they think, oh, my car is moving when this one over here stops, so I'm still moving, so I'm getting there quicker than them. But they don't realize that the time spent sitting still in this lane and in this lane equalizes everything out. So when I get in traffic like that, I literally ride the bumper of the person in front of me, because I'm not letting anybody in. And especially if the lane that they're trying to get out of is closing up ahead, and they waited to the last minute to drive up to the cones and then decide they want to try to squeeze in at the very end. No, they're eating cones. Sorry. You reunited with Jesus on that one. And then the worst ones are the ones that think they're special. And they're the ones that think, oh, all the lanes have stopped moving. I'm just going to ride down the shoulder to get there. I had a special thing for them when I saw them coming. Of course, I'm driving a big truck. It takes up lots of space. I'd see them coming up in that mirror, and you'd hear the other truck drivers say, hey, we got one coming down the shoulder on the CB. And I'd just wait till I see him coming and then ease the truck on over into the shoulder and give him nowhere to go. And watch him drive over in the grass. He did that to a brand new yellow vet one day. He thought he was special. And this was on the south side of Chicago, coming from Gary, Indiana into Chicago. And we were sitting in traffic. There was an accident up ahead, probably about 2-3 miles up ahead. And there was an exit coming up about a half a mile. You could see the signs for it. In fact, you could even see it in the distance, or you could see the exit ramp going up off the highway. And I look up in the mirror. Here comes this yellow vet cruising down the shoulder. And I just eased my nose of my truck over there in the shoulder. And I watched that guy in that vet go down in the grass and get stuck. I felt good about myself. Or the ones that get scared to be beside a truck on the highway. And I'm over there in the right lane, just minding my own business, doing my job, cruising on down the highway. I got the cruise control set. And I look up and see a car behind me, and I see him move over in the left lane. And I see him coming up to try to pass me, but he never gets past me because he gets scared. And the first thing people do when they get scared is they touch their brakes. And now he's going the same speed as me, stuck in my blind spot right beside me. I'm in the right lane. I got nowhere to go if something happens in front of me. And one of the first things you're taught in truck driving school is leave yourself an out. Well, I had no out. And this car wasn't leaving me an out because he was scared to death, white knuckling it, sitting there beside me in the left lane, just holding on. So I gave him a reason to be scared. I put the blinker on and started moving over. And I watched him go driving out in the median strip. Yes, I was one of those truck drivers people hate. Well, there's two main cardinal rules about driving around trucks. One is don't ride in their blind spot, which is pretty much anywhere along the length of that trailer. If you're beside that trailer, he cannot see you. And the other one is do not pass a truck on the right, because he has an even bigger blind spot on that side. On that side, he cannot see you until you're up around his front wheel on the right side. So if he's in the left lane going slow, or if he's in the left lane, there's a reason he's in the left lane. And that ain't just because he's a left lane hog. It just means that there's something in the right lane he is trying to avoid, or there's something on the shoulder he's moving over from, because truck drivers are taught that if there's something going on in the shoulder, they move to the left lane. Usually it's another truck that's stopped, and they're trying to be courteous to a fellow driver that's, got problems, and he's giving them plenty of room. But just hang tight and he'll move back over to the right lane and you can keep on going by. But don't pass a truck on the right. It's very, very bad juju. No, no, just no. That frightens me. I mean, okay, Tesla has the idea of a self-driving car down pretty well, but it's still got its own errors, and it's still got its own built-in errors that it has not yet fixed. Uh-uh. Self-driving truck, no. Nope, 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 no. Hell no. Yeah, getting in between them on the highway sucks. I'll even say that now, and I trust those guys. I trust truck drivers. That's the one person on the road I do trust, and I do hate getting in between them. But I don't hardly ever find myself in a situation where I'm between them. Now, when I used to have a CB in the car, I used to talk to them all the time. And if you get in good with them and you're going somewhere and you want to save gas, you let them you get them to let you in between them with one behind you and one in front of you, and you will save all kinds of gas. But just be willing to keep going whatever speed they're going. You know, it's that's kind of the trade-off. Either you're going to go as slow as they are, or you're going to go as fast as they are. But if you can get behind one and in front of the other, oh, that's talk about gas savings. Oh, it's awesome. Yep. Or as we called it, rocking you in our cradle. Because the whole time you're driving down the road, you're doing this because the car is just rocking back and forth with all of the draft going on around you. There's hardly any aerodynamics holding you to the road at that point. Had a group of trucks did that for us one time. My ex-wife and I and the kids were on a trip to Dallas to go see my real mom, and we were on I-20 somewhere in between Shreveport and Dallas. I can't remember where it was at. And my son had to pee. And he had to pee now. There was no, let's wait till we can get to a gas station. He had to go now. I had all four of them were in car seats because they were all that young. My son, we pulled over and let my son out. He was on the passenger side right by the door. We let him out to stand out beside the car and go pee. And my older daughter thought we were getting out to have fun or something. It was at night. I don't know why she thought we were getting out of the car to go do something fun, but she didn't want to be left out. So she undid her seatbelt and everything and got out the passenger or the driver's side and ran around the side of the car where Wayne was peeing. And we were trying to get her back in the car, and Wayne got all done. He got back in on his side. We start down the road, and all of a sudden I hear my younger son was a year, 2 years old, a year, something like that. And the baby was still pretty much almost a newborn. She was only a few months old. And they were both in the middle in car seats. They started to screaming and crying and carrying on. We didn't know what was going on. And I turned on the interior light, and my ex-wife leaned over back behind the seat and got to looking, and there were ants, fire ants, all over the kids. My son had got out and stood in a fire ant hill and peed. So all 4 kids were covered in them, and they were biting them, screaming, crying. Now all 4 of them are going at it. We got on the CB and we're like asking truck drivers, "Where's the next truck stop? We need to get somewhere. We need to stop. We need to get somewhere." These truck drivers, when they found out what was wrong and what was going on, they could hear the kids screaming in the background on the CB. They actually did that. They formed us an escort basically and escorted us to the nearest truck stop so that we could get them taken care of. And that was the coolest thing ever. I mean, it wasn't so cool for my kids, but it was kind of frightening. I mean, they were okay. It was just ant bites, but it hurt, stung. They got over it. But just the whole, the truck drivers all like banding together to help us was like really cool. And that's also kind of a lost thing. I've noticed looking at trucks driving down the road, there's very few of them anymore that actually have CB radios. And that was one of the coolest parts about driving a truck. Spending all those hours at night across the desert in Arizona and Southern California and New Mexico. When you got all those long hours you got to pull, and you always had a friend on the CB. There was always somebody to talk to. Yeah, I mean, they're connected with their dispatch by computer, but I don't think the drivers themselves going down the highway are like connected by computer on while they're driving. I mean, and that CB kept me going many, many hours. I'm telling you, it was so much fun. It was like you were part of a secret brotherhood that you know only you and the other people on that CB were a part of. Hi, Hank. Hi, Hank. Yeah, you come and see me? No. Why not? Now y'all can hear him back there. He's oh, here. He is. Come here, buddy. Come on. Come on. Come and see me. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. There's Hank. There he is. Hi. We'll let y'all see Hank. Oh, hello. Hi, Hank. Your fans say hi. Look over here. Hey. Look here. Look up here. Hank. Hey, look up here. Okay. I see you. Hi. Hi. Now he's going to sit right where I can't see. Hi. Yeah. Hey, Arya. Come here. Come here. Here's an Arya. Oh. Here's an Arya. Now they're going to make out while I'm holding Arya. Wonderful. I think Arya heard you, Nana. Okay, you want down? Okay. You get down. Hank. All right, come on, buddy. Come on. That's Hank's spot. She is, Nana. I love her to death. She's usually not that calm and nice when I pick her up. Like, she is not a people cat at all. She really isn't. She likes to be left alone. She'll come to you when she wants attention, but for the most part, she doesn't require it and need it, want it, until she's in heat, and then she's like right in my face constantly. No, and she's still tiny. And she's still little tiny Arya. I need to take that down. And Santa. And this is where Hank stays almost all the time. He's usually right behind me. We go back to that view again. Yep, there you saw the cats. Everybody got to see the cats. They got to be a part of the show. Because Hank doesn't get in on it as much as he used to. He used to be up in the way. He doesn't do that as much anymore. He stays up in the cat tree or up here behind me, or he sleeps on the floor beside me. I had a coworker that made some rugs. These little, they're like little, just little rugs like that. He made them. That one's full of cat hair. It's because the cats sleep on them all the time. He made them and gave them to me for the cats. And as soon as I brought them home, Hank claimed one, Arya claimed the other, and they lay there and sleep on them. And they love their little rugs. Yes, Nana should get on Zoom and see us. Oh. Ew. You'll have to fill me in on that later, Nana. Yeah, I could let you know. Hmm. Okay. Alrighty. I don't know who it is, but so far I have found nobody in our Zoom that has been an issue or a problem. In fact, we are very drama free. It's one thing I've kind of enjoyed about being in there. It's one place I've been that there hasn't been any drama, at least since I've been there. Okay, if you say so. Boo boo. Hey, Hank, you're in the way. I know why he's in the way. Because he's got about 24 minutes, 25 minutes until it's time for what he lives for every day. Really? You just gonna sit here in the way? You just gonna sit here in the way? Huh? Yeah? He normally jumps up here and he knocks my microphone off and my camera over and starts using his paw to knock everything off the desk because that's what Hank does. Hi, Hank. Hi, buddy. Move, Hank. His tail is in the way here. How many of y'all have to do this? Move a cat tail to diamond paint. See, I have to hold his tail. Move your tail, buddy. Okay, I got it, Nana. Yeah, I've got a fluffy cat tail. His isn't really fluffy. His is pretty much standard cat tail. Arya's got a fluffy tail. Hey, buddy. Oh, they are, Angie. They're the best. They really are. They get in the way and they get on your nerves sometimes, but Overall, they're good cats. And all they ever want is love and attention. Hank goes about getting the attention the wrong way most of the time. Like when he wants attention, he will get down under by my feet. And normally I don't have my shoes on, just my socks. And he will get down by my feet and he'll lay down on his side and reach his paws forward and grab a hold of my socks with his claws and then not let go. And he'll keep pulling on them. And then he'll let go and he'll sit up and he'll start trying to bite me on the shins to let me know he wants attention or there's something that needs my attention, like his food dish fell below the rim of the bowl. He's gotten to the point now where his food dish cannot, like if it's dry food, cannot go below the rim of the bowl. And if it does, he's over here bugging me that he needs more food in the dish. And he will not eat out of it until I put more in it. And Miss Aria over here, little Miss Princess, she will lay up in the top of the cat tree when I'm giving them their wet food at night. And she will watch me because she can see me from up there where I go to put it on the floor for them. She will see me put the dishes down and she will see Hank walk to his dish, but she will not get up to come eat until I come pick her up and carry her to the food. She is spoiled. Little Miss Aria. Oh, the train's going by out here. I hear my train. I live about 3 blocks from a train track, and it's all night long, every night, just one right after the other. She is. She's Princess. Princess Arya. Unlike her namesake, who was a little badass who refused to be the little lady princess. Oh, man, we're down to 13 viewers. See, I tell everybody this. My viewership falls off at the 2 hour point. Like 10 p.m. my time is when my viewership starts to fall off. And the chat gets slow. And I personally, the way I do my live is I don't have a lot to talk about, and everything I have to talk about, I do in like the first half hour. And I usually let chat dictate the conversation. And when chat slows down, I just can't think of things to talk about because I'm still rusty. I'm still coming back. I don't remember how to do all this half the time. So, yes, it is. It's the hardcore people that are on now. It's just the three of us. It says there's 13 watching, but there's only 3 participants in chat. Angie's crafting with diamonds, Beth, and me. I guess it's only showing the most recent participants or the ones that have talked in the last minute or so. Yes, I have seriously thought about cutting this back from 8 to 11 and doing it for till like 8 to 10. I mean, I'm still getting watch hours off all the people that are watching from 10 to 11, but yeah, it says there's 13. Like I can see it up in the corner of my video. It says there's 13 watching and 24 thumbs up. But then if I go over to where the chat is and I click the little three dots and I see participants, it only shows. Oh, Jenny Rose says that list is never accurate. Okay. But yeah, just going by the numbers of people like viewing, it's easy to see when things like go like and drop off. And I've been noticing that since I came back. Is at the 2 hour point is where I pretty much lose everybody, and I really don't know what to do to keep everybody entertained for another full hour. And that's the point of being on YouTube, is to entertain people. Because if people aren't entertained, they're going to leave. Um, and I also know that from 10 to 11 my time is 11 to midnight for the East Coast, and it's a Sunday night, and people need to go to bed and go get ready for work in the morning, which you know, which tends to lead into why the chat drops off. Then I get that, and so yeah. Well, tomorrow though, I mean, for a lot of people, don't have to work tomorrow or go to school because tomorrow is Martin Luther King Day. So this weekend isn't really a good telltale sign, but at the same time, a lot of people go to bed, between 10 and midnight. So I can understand it. Even on a normal night, most people go to bed. They're not like me, who stays up all damn night every night and then goes to work the next day. Yeah, I kind of picked a really bad time spot, to be honest with you, when I first started doing lives, doing it on Sunday night. But for me, that was the most convenient night, because when I started going live, I was working all week, Monday to Friday, getting off at 5 o'clock every night, coming home, getting cats fed and everything else, or getting Hank fed, and kind of settling in and just trying to do my thing. And there was always somebody going live during the week, like, Monday night through Friday night, there was always somebody going live. And they all went earlier in the evening because of, you know, uh, school, work, that kind of thing. So there wasn't a decent time slot during the week. And Friday night, Saturday night, and Friday night, Saturday night, I did live in North Dakota. And so I was never home Friday night and Saturday night until sometimes 4 o'clock in the morning. And then, so the only day I really had free to do anything in the evening was Sunday nights, and there was nobody going live on Sunday nights. So that's why I ended up picking Sunday night back then. Yeah, I can hop on live with you. I can do that. All right, Hank, you ready for good food, buddy? Huh? His ears perked up when I said that. It's about time. Is it time for good food? Huh? Yeah. Is it time? Yeah. It's time for good food, huh? Oh, he reached up and touched my face. He's such a good boy. Okay, yeah, just let me know. 'Cause I'm usually available anytime, any evening after work. But I mean, I don't. I get off work at 4:30, so that's not hard to plan around. And you know where I'm at Saturdays and Sundays, so he is Beth. He's got a bump on his head. Where's that little bump from? Somebody thump and bite you? I know you got fleas because I saw one on you the other day. Mister, I'd run outside and go tramping around the neighborhood and bring back fleas. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yep. Okay, all right. I'll give you pets again. All right, buddy. He keeps every time I stop petting him or touching him, he will reach out and touch my face with his paw to let me know, hey, I'm still here. No, I gotta shave you down and get rid of all the fleas, huh? Do I gotta get the clippers and shave you down, make you naked kitty? Hmm? Oh, you're very welcome, Angie. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hop off of here. It's only 10 minutes early, so um, because Hank wants his good food. Yes, he does. And I appreciate everybody coming out and sticking around, hanging out with me tonight. I'm gonna try to get better at this thing. I gotta get back in the groove. A year off is a long time, and it's really hard to get back in the groove again. So I will see y'all next Sunday. I will try. I can't promise. I will try to get something uploaded this week other than just going live. I want to start doing more midweek stuff and getting videos uploaded for people to watch because that's how I'm going to end up getting viewers and everything. So I'm going to try to get something filmed this week and try to get it uploaded for everybody to see. And I will see you all next Sunday night. Until then, rock on, roll tide.